Hello everyone. As you know, I'm Daniel Burley, and today I'm going to be talking about multipath interference in RF transmission channels. So a brief overview of what we're going to be going over. So we need to talk about what exactly is multipath. Up till now I've told a few people about what my project is, and everyone's like, what is that? Nobody knows what that is. We're going to talk about how multipath propagates in the air, and then all this stuff here is just a bunch of technical details that all culminate in the problem of multipath. So, what is multipath? Over here you see we have this cell phone here that transmits a signal, a radio frequency. That's an electromagnetic wave that goes out into the air. Now that's transmitted in all directions. And so you see what can happen is we can have one of them head right over there to this building, one heads over to this building, and one heads and hits this building, and they bounce off these buildings, and then they all come together and they reach this receiver here at the same time. Well, when they reach the receiver like that, the waves actually add together and you get a distorted signal. And the phase is all messed up, and you can have all sorts of junk on top of there. So, to get a clearer picture of this, what we can do is we can look at sine waves. Sine waves is there one example of an electromagnetic wave. Oftentimes when we send out waves, they look like this. And so what happens is right up here we have two waves that are perfectly out of phase. So this is out of phase by 180 degrees. And when you add these two phases together, all your signal is gone. You have no signal left. So if you were talking on the phone, they received that, you drop the call. You can't talk to them anymore. Sometimes though, the phase isn't that perfect. Most of the time, it's off by a little bit. So here, we're off by a little bit, and we actually get more signal, but it's still out of phase, so it's still distorted. And these are just other examples here. This one's a larger phase difference, and actually we have less signal, so that both can happen. And then down here, I actually use 3 signals, because oftentimes you don't get 2, you get 3 or 4 or 5 or more. And those add just the same way. On the right here, this is all that stuff that you get from transmitting it in the air. All that, these squiggly lines here, that's the noise that's added into your waves. And when you add them together, you get this crappy signal here. Well, how do we go from this red signal here back to the blue signal here? Because I said over here, oh, the blues are my original signal. I want the blue signal, but I have the red signal. How do we get that?